Hello everyone. Today is day 7 of 21 days to receiving good. And welcome. Sunday here. It's very windy. We have balloon fiesta going on, but I don't think the balloons are going up. And it definitely feels like fall has really kicked in today. It's been windy the last 2 days. But I was talking to someone today, and I wanted to make this topic about taking a break. And this is hilarious in some ways, but it's literally like, I think we can get so caught up, myself included, with this idea of fixing ourselves. And sometimes in this art of receiving good, it's just nurturing yourself. If it's whatever nurtures you, if it's get outside in nature. And I'm going to tell kind of what I think is a funny story. A few years back, I don't even remember what my husband said. I just remember it wasn't anything like, like trying to be snarky or anything. He just said something that triggered the little kid in me. And I was like off the rails, like, wait a minute, what? So I called my tapping person, and fortunately we worked it out to tap together that day. I knew I needed to. This was actually on a Saturday. And we were talking, she was like, I think this is a self-worth issue. And I was like, nah, okay. I said it out loud. Okay, so whatever the statement was, like, I don't feel worthy. And I was like, yeah, that doesn't really land for me. And I noticed I walked outside of our house and went to the side of the house, and I turned to my left and I turned to my right, and I had positioned myself when I was tapping with her between two trash cans, like the recycle bin and our trash can. And all of a sudden I started to laugh. And I told her where I was, and she laughed. And I go, so I think maybe I do need to rethink that self-worth thing, because I've actually put myself between two trash cans. So it was funny, and that brought humor into the moment. And we tapped, and I felt relief. But what I did the rest of that day is like, I'm done. And this to me was my little kid. It was like, how old do I feel? I was really triggered. So when I was tapping with her, it's a great question to ask yourself. When you get a strong emotional charge, just how old do I feel right now? I feel 6. So 6 is the age that comes up for me often. It was my most terrifying year ever in Catholic school. At 6 years old, I just think of the nun that we had teaching us, and she definitely was very sadistic. Today the stuff that she did to people, she would be brought up on charges for. And she sexually, physically abused people. I honestly feel like I got off lucky, unscathed in a way, just, getting welts beaten into my hand and having it's really interesting. So that's the year that I often go back to, because it was the roughest time for me, and during that theta brainwave, if I'm 0 to 8. So that day when I tapped with her, I was like, I don't want to do anything today. And we have a bedroom in this house that we call the womb, and you can pull curtains, and the bed is super comfortable, and it's a guest bedroom, but we have a TV in there that's hooked into the Roku, the Netflix, so you can just go in there. That day I was like, I'm not doing another thing. I'm not going to do a meditation. I'm not going to tap anymore. I'm not going to do anything to fix myself. I'm literally going to let my little kid sit under the binky and binge watch a Netflix series. And I did. I'm pretty sure I watched 10 episodes, like almost 10 hours, 9 hours of stuff. And I think it's important to honor that, because I don't think whatever that nurturing is for you, if it's, I'm going to take a freaking bath in the middle of the day today, or I'm just done like tapping on something today, I'm done doing this, I just want to go out into the world, out into nature, take my dogs for a hike and just check out. And I think that's important. Because when we nurture ourselves, go get a massage, go get a foot massage, go get a pedicure. To me, it's like you're sending that message out to whatever you believe is out there, God, the universe. I want more of this. I want more of this. Because I do think we can get really caught up in, fixing ourselves on a day-to-day basis. So, The other thing that I think can be a good way to self-care is I like to think of the lap of luxury this way. What's something that you can do for yourself that's like, it doesn't feel like it's going to break the bank. It's not going to freak you out financially, but like, hey, when I go into this coffee shop, I'm going to get the latte that I always tell myself I shouldn't, or, you know, it's too expensive or whatever. One of my favorites is I'm going to buy a really nice, loving, nurturing set of sheets because your body sleeps in that. Some little thing you can do that makes sense for you, that's gifting to yourself, that's loving yourself, that's giving to that inner child in you, and that's huge. So let's just do some tapping, karate, and we're going to do this on fixing myself, karate chop. Even though I can get really caught up day to day to day to fixing myself as if I'm really broken. I choose to acknowledge I feel this way. Even though I can get really caught up in fixing me and not living my life, I accept myself anyway now. Even though sometimes I get so caught up in fixing myself that I forget to just enjoy my life. Even finding something each day to enjoy. I honor myself and my feelings now. Go to the eyebrow. Sometimes I just got to take a break. Take a break. A lot of times I need to. I can make fixing myself a full-time profession. And then I forget to just enjoy my life. What can I do today that I've told myself is a guilty pleasure, that I can allow myself to have? What is that thing? Ooh, that I tell myself I shouldn't. But it's not actually harmful to me. It's just something that I want to do. Maybe there's a mindless TV series that I just want to binge watch. Maybe I just want to lay on my bed and do nothing. Maybe I want to lie outside and stare at the clouds, stare at the trees, bird watch, put my feet into nurturing with a pedicure, a foot massage, a full body massage. Whatever it is for me, sit and nurture a cup of tea or coffee. Something that I say is a guilty pleasure, but I really want it. And what if that is so important too? Hey, Marcia, to allow myself to just do what I want to do. Live my life. and take a break from all the fixing myself. There's a whole world out there of things that I can do just for me. And what if today can be the day that I just allow myself to take a break? To just find something new to do. Enjoy myself. Because by doing that, aren't I sending a message out there that I want more? More time to live my life. To be good to myself. To allow myself to receive good. Right here and now. Even in some small way. Because I can forget to do that. Getting so caught up in life and the busyness of life, or the busyness of fixing me. Because the truth is, I may think I'm broken. I'm not broken at all. I might have wounds, but I'm not broken. And it's really kind of nice to tell myself that. I am not broken. I'm wounded at times, but I'm not broken. And today I want to do something just for me and give myself permission to take a break and take a breath. So, yeah, hey, Barbara, just at the end. So this conversation I was having with someone earlier, she had been doing some really intensive work with me. And so she was calling just to do feedback. And I'm like, and she really had this huge breakthrough. And what can happen when you have a huge breakthrough is then it's like, wait a minute, aren't I supposed to still be fixing myself here? And I told her, I said, sounds to me like you just need to go in the woods. And she loves to go in the woods or just, she likes certain shows. Let yourself watch some show, like take a break from I got to fix this. She'd done a lot of intensive work and got to this place but that's it. We can get addicted to this thing. I've got to fix myself. I got to fix myself. I got to fix myself. I got to fix myself. And taking a break and like, I'm just going to go in the forest. I'm going to go have a cup of tea at a new, tea shop or coffee at a new coffee shop, or I'm going to binge watch a Netflix series today. That's nurturing that little kid in us. That's giving that kid in us those, and the term guilty pleasures, I just think it's such an interesting term. It's like, but it's how it feels to most of us. And what if it's just this beautiful way that you can nurture that kid? And my story that I told at the beginning of this, that you guys can go back and listen to, is that day when I did the tapping in the morning because I'd been so triggered. I'm like, my little kid just wants her binky and wants to suck her thumb. And I enclosed myself in the bedroom in the womb and I binge watched this Netflix series. I was like, that's the best I could do today. And I really had released this idea of the guilt and all that. I'm like, my little kid needs this today. And then I woke up the next morning. I felt like a completely different person because I was honoring that part of me that's like, no, I'm just watching this today. And it just felt so good to do that. I was like, I'm not meditating. I'm not tapping anymore. I'm not doing one more thing. I'm just going to give this to me. So anyway, Marcia, happy you're here live. Barbara, happy you're here live. And you can watch from the beginning. And day 7, we finished a week. So 2 more to go. So see you back here tomorrow on day 8. Have a great rest of your weekend wherever you are. Bye for now.